So today I'm going to show you how to make a really cute St. Patty's Day wreath out of felt. Okay, so to make the wreath, you need a styrofoam circle. I purchased this at a craft store. I picked up some green tulle, some ribbon, pearl pins, push pins, and for my tracers, I used a larger heart and a small heart. This is a 2-inch from point to point, and this is a 3-inch heart. Pair of fabric scissors, hot glue, and your felt. I used 2 pieces of the dark green for the larger hearts, and I used 1 piece of the lighter green for the smaller hearts. That's how much it took. And I made a total of 6 of each heart. So each heart takes 4. Each clover takes 4 hearts. And I made 6 of the large and 6 of the small for my wreath, which my wreath size is almost 12 inches in diameter. So the first step that we need to do, most of your clovers are going to cover the wreath, but I thought that is kind of ugly looking, so I wanted to cover it with something, so I purchased this tulle, and we're just going to wrap the wreath with the tulle. Okay, so basically you're just going to take your tulle, I leave it on the spool, and you're just going to wrap it around the whole circle until it's all covered. Okay, so I've just finished wrapping the whole thing. It took probably about half of the tulle, so you might be able to get 2 wreaths out of 1 spool of the tulle. So now I'm going to glue the tulle down and glue my 4-leaf clovers down. And to make the 4-leaf clovers, I have demonstrated how to make it in my other video on the 4-leaf clover garland that I made. So I've attached the link below. So if you want to know how to make these, go to the link below and I will show you how to do that there. So the next step is I place each of my 4-leaf clovers on the ring, get the right placement, the right spacing of how I want them. I did every other one and just randomly over under the other 4-leaf clover. So once you got it positioned the way that you like it, then just take each one off individually and just start hot gluing them down onto the ring. Okay, so now I have all of my clovers glued on, and as you notice, I didn't lay them flat. They're kind of just haphazardly kind of twisted about, which makes it look prettier. So you just kind of pop some of them up so that it gives it more of a 3D shape and not flat. Now to finish this off, I've gotten the push pins. Now my push pins are too big to go through, so I just have to cut a little bit off. So just take a pair of wire cutters and just cut the end off, and then right in the center of your 4-leaf clover you just want to push a pin in, and then that gives it just a pretty center to your 4-leaf clover. Okay, so now I've put in all my push pins. So the next thing I'm going to do is put a bow on it. So to make how I make a bow, I don't know if it's the right way, but I'm going to do a 6-loop bow. So I just and this is wired ribbon, which is easy to work with in making a bow. So I just do a loop and a loop and a loop, and I try to make all my loops the same length. So once you get all your loops, then you're going to cut the ribbon off, and then you're going to tie it together with another piece of ribbon. So once I make 3 loops on each side, and once I feel that they're the same length, and try to get a ribbon if you're new at making bows, try to get a ribbon that's patterned on both sides and that's wired, and it's much friendlier, easier to work with. So I just make sure all my loops are about the same. I'm going to cut it off so your ends are both right in the center there. So just cut it off with your scissors. And then you're just going to take another piece, and this will become your bottom piece, your ends. And just do it, that's a little long, I don't want it quite that long. And then you're just going to tie a knot in it. Excuse my mouth. Okay. And I just tie it in a knot, and that becomes your ends. And then just play around with it. And then that will attach to your wreath. So the next thing I did was took a piece of ribbon and just looped it around, and I tied a knot in the top. So that's what you'll put I'm putting mine through a rod this way, but if you have a nail or something and want to hook it onto. Now to that loop and to my bow, I put a wire, just a piece of white wire. This was the same wire I used for the fairy, if you did the fairies. And so you just want to attach that wire to the ribbon loop. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is just trim your ends so that they look decorative. And there you have your wreath for St. Patty's Day, or even if you aren't Irish, you could have it for the springtime to decorate a door. So if this is your first time watching, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to receive future notification of posts, hit the bell. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It lets us know what you like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.